from the Gamer Emporium channel, bringing you how to down Gelidra in Frozen Tempest 20-man T1 raid. Basically what you're looking at here is the standard stack point that we use in my guild, Paradise Found. We got a few swirling bubbles, kind of wandering around randomly. Those you need to avoid. I'm going to click over to look at the guide right off of Rift Scene. Rift Scene's a very good place to go for help with any builds, any like loot tables, whatnot. But so first off, you're gonna need 2 tanks. We use 4 healers, and then 1 Bard, 1 Archon, and also the rest would be DPS. We haven't tried hard mode yet, but we will eventually. So first thing, 2 tanks. Tanks have to share a conal AoE, or a conic style, cone style AoE. It's a cleave, so they have to share it, or they're gonna get one shot. Here, like you can see, we kind of had to move a little bit, almost had to move out of the bubble. The conductive armor is cast on 1 tank at a time and lasts 30 seconds. That's your tank swap mechanic. So when you have that, if you're a tank, if you have that on you, you need to have the other tank pick up the boss. Let's see what's next. There's cleanses within the first phase. This fight consists of 2 phases. First one being what you're seeing now. The second phase, we'll get to that as soon as the video switches. So just make sure as your healers, you got 2 tank healers, 1 for each tank, and then you got 2 raid healers for all 4 of them have to cleanse. The tanks get a little bit far away from you sometimes, so you have to make sure that the tanks are getting hit by the cleanse. Bard and Archon, make sure your buffs stay up all the time, maximize your DPS. Not really a set place to use flaring power or orchestra in this one. For the Bard and Archon, usually we do when the boss is around 30% in phase 1. You don't want to kill this boss in phase 2 if the vortex is still up. Let's see, what else can we fill with until we get to phase 2? I think the video already passed to phase 2 while explaining. Our DPS is pretty good, so here's phase 2 coming up. There's 2 birds that spawn up in the top of the room. You gotta kill those 2 birds first. It's okay to move around a little bit as long as you avoid AoEs. Kill the birds, and then kill the vortex. There's the bird. Vortex and the small harpies will come in from the right. Now 1 tank has to pick up all the harpies and bring them back to the boss in the center. So kill the birds, kill the vortex, and then get back DPS on the boss and AoE all the rest of the harpies down with the boss. Once the boss is dead, you're good to go. If you don't kill, if you kill the boss before the vortex is down, I believe the boss enrages. So a pretty simple fight. Stack in the place where you see me stacked. I was the one that was leading the stack point for this video in particular. We're stacking right here. The entrance is just to the right there. And then follow phase 1 is all straight DPS. In a nutshell, it's all straight DPS with a few cleanses. Tanks got to do their job, which I explained earlier. And then phase 2, kill each bird, and then kill the vortex. And back on boss, and kill the boss until it's dead. Let's see, anything else that I am missing? Searching through Rift Scene here. Phase 2 also, little note to add, lasts until you kill the vortex. Once you kill the vortex, it ends phase 2, goes back into phase 1, and that's pretty much it. Gelidra is not really too bad of a, or too hard of a boss. So here's the loot, or a couple pieces of loot that dropped. So if you guys have any questions about this at all, please leave a comment, and I will try to answer them as best as I can. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Thanks, guys.